Hello, my name is Laura Villalba and I'm going to ask you about the decision making.
Okay.
How decisions, either bad or good, affect your company?
Okay. The decisions, good or bad, affect the result of the business, the final result of the business. If, for example, if you make a good decision, you are going to have a success business. Otherwise, you are going to lose money, lose client, lose time, and this is not good for us. So here we are focused and concentrate to make good decisions.
Okay. Do you make decisions individually or with a group, with teams, with other managers?
Okay. As I explained in Spanish a few minutes ago, normally we make decisions in group. Here we are 2 commercial managers and 1 general manager. We normally we go into a small meeting. We discuss the different points, the different view that the clients have of the business. For example, if we are trying to sell, I don't know, base oils, that is the main product that we export. We explain in the group the different impressions or comments that the client or clients have in that moment. We discuss the different topics, the different variations or implications that are involved in the business. And then, as soon as we have a small conclusion, we vote for the best decision, and that's it. And we start to talk with the clients. That's it.
Okay. What kind of decisions do you make in the company?
I think there are many decisions, because here is sometimes you have to decide if you sell you have to study to which client you have to sell. You have to determine the price. You have to determine the conditions of payment. You have to determine if you can attend that client or not, because here in the international commerce or international trades, you find so many companies around the world that they are not real. So maybe sometimes you have to study the client before to make a decision. So here we have to study the price, the company, the product, what else, the locations, the logistics. So all that variation or variables are involved in the business, and you have to try to identify which is the best, how to do the best, and how to attend the client in the right way and in an efficient way, to be honest with you.
Okay. What is the policy that the company has established to make decisions, and what's going to happen if a worker doesn't follow it?
Okay, we are very strict with that process. Normally, the process is that you have to, if you have some situation, a specific situation, you have to present it to the commercial manager, or in the worst case to the general manager. In that moment, we present the situation, we discuss the implications of the results, we discuss the situation, what was the phenomenon or situation that generated that situation. We study the implications, and we try to investigate the different situations or the different phenomena that generate that situation. At the end, we try to conclude the situation or the problem with the general manager. Every situation has to be communicated to the general manager, to the commercial manager, and to the administrative manager. If someone or some employee don't follow that process, it's so difficult to us to determine or to try to find what is the problem or what we are working. It's so difficult to understand that. So every decision, every problem, every situation has to communicate to the commercial managers, or to the commercial or general manager, or to the administrative manager.
If the company wants to invest or to start a new business, how would you take that decision?
Okay, it's the same. It's the same process. We present the project to the commercial managers. Then we present to the general manager. We study the project. We study the implication of the project. We study the viability of the project, and it is important to understand or to identify that if that product is going to be good for us or not. If it's good, we try to going forward with the project. Otherwise, we put in an archive or we don't continue with discussion that project.
How is it effective, the steps that you use in the company to make decisions?
I think if you follow the steps that are implemented in the company, you are going to have success. Here, for example, from my experience, every decision that we make has to be followed by a process. Present the project to the manager, share the information with the other people, and then start the business process. So I think if you follow the process, you follow the decision process, you are going to have good results, you are going to satisfy the client, you are going to be relaxed with the process. And I think that the most important when you start a decision process is to try to keep and maintain the clients with you. I think it's the most important, sorry.
The book called Management mentions 8 steps to make decisions, which are identifying a problem, identifying decision criteria, allocating waste to the criteria, developing alternatives, analyzing alternatives, selecting an alternative, implementing alternative, and evaluating decision criteria.
Okay.
How do you think it is important and helpful for a company to follow these steps? And does your company follow the same steps, or you just take an idea from them?
We follow something similar to this process. We are, to be honest with you, here the Princess Group is very small. We here just work 20 workers or employees. But normally we follow a system like this, and I think, and as I explained, if you follow a similar process like this one, your company is going to be successful. Why? Because you are going to communicate every implication inside the business, small, big, medium. Every communication that you communicate inside the company is good, because every people has to know what is the situation with the company, what is the situation with the business, and what is the situation with the clients. Also, it's very important to have to mention here that the confidential information inside the company is only known by the general manager, sometimes the commercial managers. But that information, that confidential information, don't go out to the secretaries, some people like that. So it is the difference that with this process. But I think that if you follow this process, you are going to have a good business inside the company.
Okay. How do you evaluate the result of the decision that you have made, and what would you do if your decision doesn't have a good result? Okay,
here we don't have a evaluation process of the decision making. I think here in Princess Group the evaluation is your results. If you conclude a deal with your clients, and at the end, when the client receives the product, receives the materials with good satisfaction, and he's happy with our work, I think is the evaluation of our results, our